got a little change in my pocket, going ching-a-ling-a-ling. I want to call you on the telephone, baby, and give you a ring. But each time I call you, get the same old lie. She said, no huggy, no kiss, until you make me your wife. My honey, my darling. Good morning. I left you a teaser. I didn't finish it. Hope you guys are doing wonderful today. If your first time joining us, welcome. My name is James Dean. I'm the owner of James Dean Rocks Music School, and this is our online beginner guitar. This is not like a one-on-one lesson because it's hard to talk to you one-on-one and to show you stuff. This is just kind of a supplement. So if you're wanting some one-on-one lessons, send me a message. I can help you out with that. But this is a good way while you're sitting at home and you're bored. I think I see that Tammy has already said good morning to me. Comment below if you have, if you want to say hi to me. I'd love to talk to you guys. The more you interact, the more things happen. Also, if you are new to me and you're watching today, we will post this here on our Facebook page and I'll post it on our YouTube page. But I need you to go out and like my YouTube. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers and I've only got 44. I'm just a wee bit short. So how does that help? You guys help me by going out there and do that, okay? Just a reminder, if you're watching this, you can see that you can tip me if you'd like to. I had someone do that yesterday. Thank you. I won't say who you are because that's private information, but you know who you are if you did that. Thank you so much. This is my way. With my school being closed down and I've got very few students left, this is a way for me to make income. So I appreciate the ones who've been able to help me. You can do it at paypal.me/James Branham, or you can Venmo me. My ID is James Dean Rocks. There is a lot of work that goes into getting this together. I wish I could say it was just me getting on here. No, there's a lot of prep time and a lot of effort. So good morning, Jan. Jan's on today. I know she messaged and said she had a meeting yesterday. She wasn't able to join, so I appreciate her getting on there. All right, so we're going to jump right into what we talked about yesterday. So just kind of a little review. I asked you guys to make sure you worked on memorizing the strings. 6E, 5A, 4D, 3G, 2B, 1E. Hopefully you've done that by now because it is very, very important. We also talked a little bit about the parts of the guitar. We've talked about from the body, the neck, to the headstock, to the frets, to the sound hole, and then the tuning keys or tuning pegs or tuners. Really what we're going to concentrate on the next few lessons is really tuning pegs and frets and strings. And today we're going to talk about the body and neck and the headstock, how that will incorporate into how to hold the guitar, and that's what we're going to look at today. So some good stuff right there. We also talked about how to tune the guitar. You can download Guitar Tuner app. We're going to use that today. Or you can get a clip-on tuner. Remember the advantages of a guitar tuner versus the app. The advantage to that clip-on tuner is that you can be in a room and you can have a snoring dog and it won't interrupt your tuning. Luckily, Oscar is my Boston Terrier. He's amazing. But he snores really loud, and he's out of tune every time. So, our goal we talked about was to get it in tune, which is the bottom picture there. If you're flat, we talk about just like a bicycle tire. When it's flat, you got to pump air in it, which makes the tire tighter. If you're flat, you need to tighten the strings. If you're sharp, you need to loosen the string. Just like if you put too much air in something. I used to have basketballs and would put too much air in it. You'd go dribble and it would bounce about 20 feet high. Too much air. So we'd have to take something sharp in there, like the little needle, and put in there and it would let the air out. Same with the bicycle tire. To let air out of bicycle tire, you take something sharp and you loosen the tire, which means that, just like on a guitar, you're going to loosen the string. But our goal is to get in tune. So when we're in tune, perfectly in tune, everything sounds good, right? So with that said, I probably should have had that ready. We're going to pull up my Guitar Tuner app, and we're going to tune together. Just remember that just a couple things that we said. We're going to look for our first string, which most people do, the E6. And you're going to find that string, and you're going to put your finger on it, and you're going to take your left hand, and you're going to follow it all the way up till you find the correct tuning peg, right? If you don't do that, what could happen? Number one, it's going to take you a lot longer to tune. And number two, it's going to cause you potentially to break a string. So, let's go ahead and get into that string number 6, E. So, like I said, let's find it. Put your hand on it, left hand, and then you follow it all the way up until you find the tuning peg. Oh, there it is. Now, if you look on there, you will also see it's a lot harder to teach guitar. It's a lot bigger. My ukulele was, it's a lot smaller, so it's a little bit easier. If you also look on there, on your Guitar Tuna app, or if you use Guitar Tuna should sponsor me since I'm giving them all this extra love out there. But anyway, if you look on there, it'll also tell you which string you need to be on. And also, if you notice, I put mine on auto at the top. If you take it off of auto, do you see that? Then you have to actually hit the strings. See, I am touching the screen right now and making it change. And you have to make sure you're on the right string or it'll get all confused. So I keep mine on auto. Just a reminder, you do have the flat on the left side and sharp on the right side, and then right in the middle. Our goal is to get into the middle. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get this tuning done so we can talk about how to hold the guitar. So I'm going to hit my string number 6. And look what popped up right off the bat. Just a reminder, it's going to say E2. Your guys are like, but you said it's E6. Well, on this Guitar Tuna app, it calls E1. That's the skinny one. And the chubby one is E2. And right off the bat, we're in tune. So do we need to do anything? Not a bit. It's good. Now, some of you guys are like, well, it's moving. Well, that's because I'm talking. If I had a clip-on tuner, it wouldn't do that. But I couldn't show you on the screen as easy. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is string number 5, which is called the, comment below if you remember. If you want to cheat, you sure can look over there at the Guitar Tuna app. The A string, that is correct. So we're going to hit the A string. So am I flat, sharp, or in tune? If you said flat, you are correct. So what do we have to do? Do we tighten the string, loosen the string, or leave it alone? Comment below. If you said tighten the string, you're correct. So we come up here, and to tighten the string, I'm going to bring this down just a little bit. If you're going to tighten the string, and you can see my strings here, you're going to put your hand on there and you're going to follow it up. See how my hand's following it up? Following it up. I'm following it up. Oh, it's this one right here. Al, be careful. You might have a string sticking out and it hurts. So we're going to go there. Now remember, on this side, we are going to turn it away from us to tighten it. Hear that pitch go up? Good, I'm in tune. All right, let's go to the next string, which is going to be D4. Following it up and following it up and following it up and following it up. Oh, that's at the very top. Watch the string, don't let it poke you. And I hit my D. Am I flat, sharp, or in tune? If you said flat, you're correct. What do we need to do? Do we need to tighten it or loosen it? We need to tighten it. So let's go ahead and turn. Great, good job. So you were able to get that side done. All right, now let's go to the other side. We are on G string. Now some of you guys might have a guitar that the tuners aren't like this. Maybe they're straight on across. That's an electric guitar. I'll bring in one of those and show you one day. But we're going to move on to the G string. Be careful, get the right G string. You don't want to break your G string. So follow the G. Follow it, and this one I always take up underneath, and it's actually right across. Okay, good. So we're there. Am I flat, sharp, or in tune? I'm actually a little bit flat. Now, one of the things that new This side, I'm going to turn it towards me. So let's go ahead and turn it towards me just a little bit. This is mine. Now, some of you guys might be having a hard time tuning because your tuner is picking up my guitar. So you might, if you're doing this along with me, you're going to struggle. So you can always just watch and answer along. All right, we're moving on to the next string. We are on the to be or not to be. To be is where we're at. So am I flat, sharp, or in tune? If you said flat, you're correct. Good job. All right, do we need to tighten it or loosen it? If you said tighten, you're correct. So let's go ahead and turn this. And remember to tighten it, we're going to turn it towards us. All right, the last one, E number 1. Am I flat, sharp, or in tune? Comment below. All right, if you said I am sharp, you're correct. So does that mean I loosen or tighten it? If you said loosen, that is correct. To loosen, remember we're going to go opposite. I'm going to loosen it by turning it away from me. Look at that. It was really out. So we're going to loosen it. And I stop. Good. So we just tuned. A couple things to remember when you haven't tuned your guitar in a while, you might have to go back and check it out again because the strings aren't not happy. And then you've got a pretty chord. Crossroads seem to come and go. That's in tune. Makes pretty music. All right, so today we're going to talk about how to hold the guitar. Some people are like, why don't you teach that first? Because you want to do something. Holding a guitar is boring. I'm going to be honest. Put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about how to hold the guitar today. Very simple. If you look here, you're going to notice this is not me because this guy's skinny, but we do have a gray shirt on, and he's got pants on. I got shorts on. All right. If you notice in there how his guitar is sitting in his lap, I'm going to bring mine down here. Sitting in your lap. You got a different ways you can do that. He has it resting in the curve of the guitar right here on his lap. I'm not a big fan of that, but that's one way you can do it because what happens is you end up wanting to lean over and you hunch over like this. You got to keep that neck straight. So another way you can do it is you can take the bottom of this guitar and put it in the inner thigh, your right thigh. Now, if you're left-handed, it'll be the opposite, right? So you can put that there and just set it there. But you got to see how that arm is. I'm going to bring this over a little bit because you guys can't see your arm needs to be over here and relaxed. And then if you notice on the left side, this is very important. Do you see how the distance between his left arm and his side has that big gap? You want to leave that gap there. The other thing you want to do is that thumb needs to be placed right here on the back of that neck. If you look really close, I'm right there. You don't want it way up here. I don't like how he put his thumb there. I'd put it in the middle, maybe a little bit towards the top, but not putting it over top like that. That's for later on. There's techniques that you will learn that where you play that, right? But you're not there. So for right now, just to appease me, put that thumb right in the middle of the neck. Keeping that arm, it's like chicken dance. You don't want to have that arm real tight tucked in there. You want to have a natural kind of distance in there. Just follow that picture because he looks better than me, even though we both are wearing a gray shirt. All right, and you also, important is you do not want your hand wrapped around that like you're going to break the neck. You want to have a natural, relaxed and you want to bring that wrist forward so that when we play chords, we're going to have a gap. See that gap in there? We don't want that. We want that. Now, Mr. Dean, I've seen guitar players. I'm going to tell you now, I've been playing for, I'm only 15 years old, so I've been playing for 25 years. There's things that I do differently now, but when I started out, if someone had taught me these things, I would not have created a hot mess that sometimes I have to fix now. Like, for example, I was really bad about, we'll learn about this later, about wrapping my hand around there. So when I start playing what we call bar chords, and watch this, I have to sit there and put my finger across there. Here's Tennessee Whiskey. A little bit out of tune. And to do that, you have to keep that nice open hand back there and all that kind of stuff to keep your body straight to make that easy to play. Well, I was like, I can't do this. This ain't gonna work. And I put off playing bar chords for many years because I did not learn. And the big thing is keeping that distance in there so that you will have more strength. The reason why? Your core, just like working out. If you've ever gone to the gym, they talk about keeping your back straight, your arm. When you're in line, you're stronger. Well, putting that hand not in the right place and then tucking that arm in there and doing all that stuff gets you out of alignment. We'll talk more about that later, but I need you for right now. Keep that thumb there. Keep that distance in there. Keep that arm relaxed and out, just like you see in the picture, and play away. That's how cool it is. So, here's what I need you to work on today. Tuning, holding the guitar, getting that correct posture on, making sure that you're keeping your back straight, making sure you're doing all that. So here's our goal. You guys get this done, and you get this tuning where you feel confident in it. What we're going to do is, hold on a second, I'm going to put a different screen. If you guys can get this down, the tuning, and feel confident, what we're going to do is look at chord charts tomorrow. We might play our first chord. That's only if you're able to tune and you're able to hold that guitar. So, here's what I want you to do. Send me a little short video, and you can send that video through James Dean Rocks Music School Messenger. Send me a little short 5-second video showing me how to hold the guitar and how to tune. Don't have to tune all 6 strings. Pick one and tune it. Send it to me. Just want to kind of see where you guys are. If you agree to that, comment below. I'm in. And then tomorrow, we will learn a chord. I know it's crazy. Wild and crazy. But I think it's feasible. Hey, also just a little shameless plug tonight. If you are out and about at 9 o'clock tonight, my good friend Blake Jones. He's an amazing guitarist, musician, singer. He's a little bit of everything. He's a psychiatrist. He is a really cool guy, one of my closest friends. He is going to come on live tonight on this page, and we are going to talk to him about how to play guitar. Well, not how to play guitar, but how he started playing guitar, what was the music that influenced him, and he's going to do some of his songs that are from probably his most influential artist that has influenced him. Because every time people say, what's he like? I'm like, man, this cat sounds like James Taylor. It reminds me of James Taylor. So tonight, he's going to be playing some James Taylor songs. I'm going to interview him. So it would behoove you, if you don't know what that means, it would be in your best interest to watch him, because he's going to share some things that he did, what kind of wanted him to learn to play guitar. And he plays mandolin, banjo, flux capacitor, just a ton of things. What motivated him. So I would recommend you guys watching that. Will be 9 o'clock tonight. It'll be about 30 to 40 minutes at the most on here, and we'll be live on YouTube. So if you would rather watch it on YouTube and you have a big TV, do it. So just a reminder, if you guys like to support me financially, I do this for free. It's broadcast all over the world. You can tip me at paypal.me/James Branham or Venmo me. My ID is James Dean Rocks. Don't forget, go out there to YouTube and subscribe. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers. I've got 44. Do it. Peace out, guys. Catch you next week. Tomorrow.